Hello, Tubi Ubers. It's Cindy Ellen from Paper Crafts by Cindy Ellen. I have finally figured out how to put you over there so you can see all the things. So we're going to start a new series. It is called Getting Ready for Christmas. It's kind of a Thursday thing, but it's not Philosophical Thursday. It's going to be on Fridays. Fridays, preparing for the holidays. So I want you to know that, well, some people will tell you that Halloween is their favorite thing. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Yes, yes it is. These are all my Christmas stamps. Yeah, they are, all of them. And I order more every year. Why? Because I use every single one of them. I love my Christmas stamps. I think of new ways to use my Christmas stamps. I use little angels. I use the little gnomes. I use the little elves. I love my Christmas stamps. I love Christmas. I love everything to do with Christmas. I love twinkle lights. I love all the things. So this year, I'm going to show you getting ready for Christmas. Yeah. I couldn't do this in July because they were busy getting me ready to be like functional human being. So one of the things I did to get ready for Christmas this year was I ordered all the things from Simon Hurley. Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm a fan, Simon. I'm a fan. I am. So we have this fun stencil, sweater weather. We're going to use that. We have this stencil. It's called Jumbo Poinsettia Maker. We're going to use that one. We have swirly ferns. I don't know that we're going to use this one. It came with, it does not look Christmassy to me, but we'll figure it out. I like his stamps because they are peel apart. And while I get it that Pink Fresh Studios is doing that now, I like his because they were the #1. We are going to use this one. It's called Tree Farm. That looks Christmassy to me. Yeah, we're going to use that one. So we're going to use this one. Posh Poinsettias, little wreaths. I like the wreath. And I like the fact that you can stamp the wreath green and then stamp the wreath and then color them in. And there's a little cardinal in there. I'm very fond of birds. So, we're going to use that one. I like all the baubles. Brilliant baubles in all different kinds of forms. We're going to use that one and do that one. And I think the snowmen, the snazzy snowmen, are adorable. Does this scarf make me look fat? Probably. I am a Vermonter. Even though I live here in Florida, I am a Vermonter, and all snow weather gear makes everyone look fat. I just want you to know that. So I want to show you all the fun stuff because we're going to be using the fun stuff. Yes, we are. Along with the cutest snowman Santa Claus on the planet. That's this year's snowman from the Rabbit Hole Designs. He's just hilarious. I love him. It's Santa on skates. Yeah. So we're going to be making backgrounds today. So hang on. You're going to get a lot closer because I'm going to show you how to make some backgrounds. But we're not just going to be using this one. We are also, you knew we were going to come over here, didn't you? We are also going to be using this Stampers Anonymous stamp that has all the words. And I'm going to show you how to do all kinds of fun things. Well, what I've decided to do with the fun backgrounds with that. But we're going to be using these 2 background stamps to create backgrounds in a couple of different ways. We are going to be using the new stencils. These 2, excuse me, these 2 new stencils. So stay tuned. Now we are on to making backgrounds. Yay! Okay, well, there you go. So first of all, you may recall I said that we were going to be making backgrounds from these 2 stamps. So here you go. I'm not going to show you how we do these, okay? So this is just plain old Versamark ink on red paper. Okay, so it gives you sort of this matte finish. That's kind of nice. You can put a stamp on there. That'll be nice. This is what happens when you emboss that Versamark ink with some clear embossing powder. Isn't that cool? I really like that. I think that is kind of neat. So those are two backgrounds that I have done. If you've been a stamper for any length of time, you know how to do these two. Okay, but now I want to show you something really cool. Okay, so one of the things that I have is I have these Glimmer Mists, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. Okay, so this one is Golden Strawberry. Golden Strawberry. I've had this forever, okay? And this one is Moss Tree. I remember correct. Mossy Tree, yeah. So the cool thing about these is, unlike the Nouveau Glimmer pens, or unlike like the Imagine stuff by Tsukaneko, instead of being silver, it's gold. Okay, which I kind of like for Christmas. So this is what this one looks like on white paper, which I think is very good. And I made a sample for you on, oh, and this is what this one looks like with a little bit of the green on red paper. So it comes out a little pinky, but if you want to, she says, going over here to her basket, like the more you spray it, the darker it gets. Literally. The more you spray your hand, the darker it gets. It's great. So you just have to make sure that you spray it as much as you want. See, it gets really dark. Which I think is cool. What's also cool is you can spray the red on red paper, you can spray the green on green paper, and then it just gets shimmery shiny. So those would be cool backgrounds for poinsettia stamps, for Christmas tree stamps, for Santa, for just to cut out sentiments, joy sentiments, whatever. Those are cool. So I wanted to show you those. That's another way to make backgrounds. This stuff is like really cool. I like that. It's also really cheap. I got these at Tuesday morning. Oh, good. Always good when you're knocking things over in your craft room. Now, another thing you can do. All right. La la la. So these are some of my favorite Christmas stencils. These are by, she says, working on getting some more paper that's a different color so you can see these. So these are MFT stencils. This is Christmas trees. I think it's called Fir Tree. Let me see if I can find the name of it. One of the things I love about MFT is they put the name of their pine tree forest. They put the name of their stencil right on there. Okay, and this one is called Peace, Love, and Joy. Look at that. Yay! Very cool. Okay, so there you go. Now, I also want to show you these. Okay, do you see these? Do you know where I got these? They're called Bondo spreaders. Do you see these? All right, 3 of these. Now I can throw away the packaging. 3 of these. Look at how thin that is. Okay, I'm not going to throw away the packaging. So this one is 2 3/4 inches by 4 inches. So 2 3/4 by 4. This one is 3 by 5 1/4. And this one is 3 1/2 by 6 1/4 inches. Okay, 3 spreaders cost me $3.48 at one of the big box stores. Okay, I think it was Lowe's. So that's a little cheaper. They're flexible. Look at how flexible they are. They're more flexible than a credit card, but they're great. This one is marvelous, darling. Just marvelous. Okay, now watch this. So if you have gotten some of this lovely product and you have not used it since last year, one of the things that you're going to discover is that this stuff is PVA glue, which is white glue. Can you see how it's separating in there? You see how it's separating? It's white glue with a heck of a lot of glitter in it, which means you can make it yourself. But if, for instance, you haven't used it since last year, what's going to happen is it's going to be a little dry. All right, so what you want to do is you want to mix it up really, really good. All right, mix it up really well till it's not making crumblies anymore. If it's a little too dry, this is what you want to do. Put a couple of shots of water in there. Yes, I said water. Just like you can do with Elmer's school glue. Mix it up some more. You paid a lot of money for this crap, so you know what? Use every bit of it you can. Sprinkle it up, which, by the way, means you can also make your own of this stuff by getting some PVA glue. PVA glue is good old white glue that we use for crafting. White glue that we use for crafting. Have any color glitter you want. Fine glitter works better than chunky glitter, but if you want to use chunky glitter, you feel free. Put it in a pile, put it in a jar. I suggest you start with the glitter and then pour the glue over it and then mix it up with your palette knife. Okay? Mix it up so it's nice and smooth and then spread it. Okay? I also suggest you get a silicone mat. See my silicone mat? See my silicone mat? Now, I'm making lots and lots of backgrounds because I'm getting ready to do a card. I also know that this is messier than all get out. So also remember that while you're doing this, remember to have fun. Okay? Enjoy the process. Please enjoy the process. Okay? Because, like, if it ain't fun, don't do it. If this is not fun, do not do this. So you got a choice. I tried pixie spray, and frankly, I'm not impressed, but that's okay. I have more washi tape than God has little liver pills, so I'm good. I like having it go on all the sides, and then I get out more washi tape. I have all kinds of friends who are like, hey, can you use washi tape? And I'm like, yes, give me the things. And then when I get it for free, I use it for stuff like this. Now watch. Remember, I spent $3.50 on these things. So there I go. Look at this. Reconstituted. Looks fine. Looks great. So you smear it across there. You put your leftovers in there and you go like this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Works incredibly well. Yes. This is, by the way, they sell this so you can fill in. Bondo's the stuff you put on cars. If your husband is a car repair person, he'll be like, yeah, I know Bondo. I know Bondo. So make your little trees. Works better if you use this side, Cindy Ellen. Oh, there we go. There go the trees. Oh, look at all the little trees that are appearing. I love the trees. I kind of like chunky trees. So this is good. I need more. Do not skimp on the goo. By the way, this stuff dries out and eventually becomes completely unusable. So do not be afraid to use your goo or to get messy. Get messy. Get in there. Get in there. Okay? Because, you know what? It's not like it's doing any good while you're hoarding it. You know? I mean, it's really great. You could go in and pretend you're Gollum. My precious, these are my things, my precious. My things, my precious, my things. you know what? Play with them. They're your toys. Play with your toys. And look at this. Watch. Ah, right back into the jar. I love this thing. This is cool. All right. So, now remember what I said. This is PVA glue and glitter. So you make literally any color you want. I'm busy using up the color I got. Get in there. I've heard people say that you need to put, press and seal over the top of it. But in the later versions, they have this thing. It seals it pretty well, actually. Just make sure that you get it sealed appropriately. So, this stuff looks cool on all different kinds of paper. But, there you go. Then you can scoop it up and put it somewhere else to dry. When it's dry, it's pretty cool. There's my dry one. Ooh, oh, the sparkle. And again, you can put like paper die cuts of reindeer on there, a little Merry Christmas, whatever you want to do. That's pretty cool. All right, so under the table is my clean up later thing. But right now we're gonna wipe this off. Also be aware that Tonic Studios has the quickest drying crap on the universe stuff. It's not crap. It's really not crap. Do know that if you're using glitter glue is just like regular glitter. It gets everywhere, and I'm gonna be living with green sparkles from now until Christmas. So, joy, peace, love. Joy, love, peace. Peace, love, joy. This one is one of my favorites, and I'm going to do, I did a green one before this, but now I'm going to do a red one. More washi tape. Again. Now I'm going to show you something else. Like this. So Christmas is a time of joy, fun, and sparkle and shine. So get out that sparkle and shine and let it sparkle and shine, you know? Don't let it not sparkle and shine. So I on the green one, I made all the trees green because I had the green glitter out, but I'm not into that now. So I really want to show you these ones. Deco Foil Metallics Gel. So here's a cool thing. These little suckers are actually made in the USA. I am really in, they're made by iCraft. I am in for things, and distributed by Thermoweb, for things that are made in the USA. They come in like 6 colors. They come in plain gold, they come in pewter, there's a silver, there's a champagne, so it's sort of a white, pearly sort of color. They come in this gorgeous copper color, which is just beautiful. A gold color, black, shiny black, which is just beautiful. But again, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put it on the big one this time. Look at this is my second jar of this stuff. It's kind of hard to get a hold of, but I've got to tell you, this stuff is amazing. And it produces such shine on your cards if you can get it. Okay, so it is so cool. I don't know why it like suddenly went out of so it's kind of like 3-dimensional foiling. I like this better because I like me a little 3-dimensional foiling. Okay, so again, here we go. Like, this stuff is like so cool. So I'm gonna do the copper on the red. There we go. I really recommend, like, if you can't afford the ones from Simon Says Stamp and all those other places, or Gina K or wherever, then go to Home Depot has this set. So does all the auto parts stores have them. Look at that. Is that not cool or what? I love that. So there's that one. Let's see what it looks like on green, because I have a lot of this stuff left. So, by the way, this is the Cardstock Warehouse cardstock. I like their cardstock as well. Really nice heavy duty stuff. So, really nice heavy duty stuff. See, it's, so the other thing is I used to do silk screening. So I do have to say that this is kind of like silk screening with silk screening ink, because it's thick and gooey and really a lot of fun. So let's see how it looks on. So cool! So cool! All right, I think I have enough for one more. Let's see what it looks like on blue. I just put my hand in the red one that's wet. Because, you know, I am the cleanest crafter on the planet. No, really, I am. Don't make fun of me. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you in my getting ready for the holiday series, this is how I make Christmas cards. So the first thing, I don't sit down to make like, okay, I'm going to make this set of Christmas cards now. I sit down and I make a bunch of backgrounds. And the next thing I might do is I might stamp out a bunch of Christmas stamps, or I might look at the backgrounds and say, hey, that looks like this to me. Or, you know I've got the poinsettia wreaths from Simon Hurley, not Simon Says Stamps, Simon Hurley. And I know what I'm looking to use to put on some of these backgrounds. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep, I know sort of what I'm making or what I'm getting ready to make to put on some of these things. At the same time, you know, when I've got the goo out, I'm just going to keep gooing until I'm done. And I really highly suggest that you do that too. I mean, why not? I mean, if you're gooing, goo. You know, you don't have to do that. By the way, this is the one I made earlier to show you as an example. That's the pewter, which I think is cool. When this stuff is wet, by the way, you can sprinkle glitter in it if you want to. I think it's kind of a neat look when it's just wet all by itself. I just think that's kind of a neat look. Okay. So, the cool news about this is that it scrapes up really easily off of your silicone mat. But all this stuff comes up with, what do we call it? Alcohol. Rubbing alcohol too, by the way. Very well. Very, 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 very well. And I appreciate that too, you know? So those are some of the goo things that you can do. Now we're going to have a cleanup. I'm probably the only person you know that has. By the way, these bottles also come from the Dollar Tree. $1. $1, $1, $1. So as I said, rubbing alcohol on your mat cleans up just, I can't get it onto the mat, but see, comes up just fine. May choke you, but it will come up just fine. Okay, so I didn't want to have to make you watch me clean that all off, but I wanted to make sure that you knew it does clean all off. All right, so one of the last things that you can do is I want to show you this Winter Stencil Strips by MFT. This they sold last year, and I want to show you that the other way to make backgrounds is not to make full backgrounds, but to make little tiny backgrounds, okay, that you can use as strips across your cards, okay? And I've made some of them. Where did it go? It went over here. All right, and so one of the things that you do with this, like this one, is the gold, pure gold metallics deco foil. This one, I'm going to show you how I did this one, because I think it's really important to see how you can do this. So you don't need a little tiny ink dauber. What you need is a makeup sponge, all right, because that's going to work the best. You might want to hold it down. Dang it. Hold it down, tape it down, however down you want to do it. What you're going to end up doing is pushing hard through the stencil. There we go. Actually, when I did this before, I was doing it on my Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station, and I held it down with the magnets. When you can hold it in place, and you know you're getting the ink through the stencil without the stencil moving, the stencil moved. So it makes little stars. And then what you can do is you can, this is the sparkly one from Wow. You can put glitter on here, making sure you tap it off, rubbing off that. Ignore the glop on the end. And then you heat set it. Hold on for just a minute, I will be right back. And I'm back, and there you go. I did this one with white embossing, same method, through the dots, a little thing, a nice little strip of snow. You could do all of them with different colors of embossing powder, so that's an idea. So there you go, I'm making lots of backgrounds this week. Next week, on getting ready for the holidays, I'm going to show you how you can emboss some of your elements as a way of using some of these backgrounds and putting them together into cards. Yay! Meanwhile, me and my goo are going to keep playing. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you all.